Iron Man, rust in pieces. The heavy metal guitar of a power trio finished the song, and the singer stepped up to the microphone, revealing he was none other than famous inventor and billionaire Tony Stark.
Do I know how to rock or what?
The audience couldn't help but laugh at how cool and funny he was.
But I can't rock all by myself. On the drums, my good friend James Rhodey Rhodes, also known as War Machine,
introduced Tony Stark to his fans.
On the bass, another inventor billionaire, president of Thurman Dynamics, and also head of the Lillian Thurman Foundation, Alex Thurman,
pointed out Tony Stark. Alex Thurman smiled and waved to the people and then played a bass lick.
Nice chops, Alex. But the real man that we're here to honor is the guy whose full series of nature documentaries just came out on Blu-ray disc,
said Tony Stark about the man of the hour,
Sir David Attenborough.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so glad to see people excited about science and the natural world again. I'd like to think my Planet Earth and Life documentaries that look so good in high definition had a little bit to do with it,
narrated Sir David in his awesome voice.
I think it has everything to do with it. But this wouldn't be a Tony Stark party if I didn't take it one step further.
Teased Tony Stark to a big laugh from the crowd.
The Ark, or Animal Rescue Container. It's a giant floating airship that contains a pair of each animal, from the biggest blue whales to the smallest bacteria germs. The Ark will keep them all safe from pollution, natural disasters, and the most dangerous animals of all, man.
A curtain dropped behind the stage and everyone saw the Ark as it prepared to go into the air. Suddenly a transmission came on the TVs next to the stage.
Dad, you've done good work in science and the study of animals, but you've never gone far enough. Animals will never survive if they have to compete with man and his technology,
said a mysterious stranger with a beard.
Who's the party pooper?
Asked Tony Stark to another big laugh from the crowd.
It's my son, Dr. Robert Attenborough. Though this doesn't seem like a threat he would normally make,
worried Sir David Attenborough. The Ark rose up into the sky.
This looks like a job for Iron Man,
identified Tony Stark. He put his fingers on his guitar. Just then a bunch of panels of gear started to come out of the guitar and Tony Stark became Iron Man. Not to be outdone, Rhodes' drum set became War Machine.
Come on, Tony, let's get it,
said James Rhodes, and they both ignited their rocket boots and flew up into the sky.
I hope Mr. Stark doesn't act too rashly and hurt my son. He must be under some kind of mind control spell or something,
said Sir David Attenborough, caring about his family. Alex Thurman overheard this and realized he needed to get into the fight as well. He opened up his Fender Rumble 15 bass amplifier, and inside was a suit of white metal. It snapped onto him, and he became Iron Dove. He spread his metal wings and ignited his rocket boots and flew up into the sky.
There is an incoming call from Pepper Potts,
informed Jarvis to Tony Stark.
Tony, will you be home in time for dinner? I fixed steaks and cocktails like you like,
said Pepper Potts to her boss boyfriend, Tony Stark.
Now's not a good time, Pepper. About to start a battle.
Hung up Tony Stark, knowing he was going to get an earful later. Iron Man and War Machine burst through the clouds and saw the Ark hovering in the sky.
How do we attack it without hurting the animals?
Asked War Machine.
I've upgraded the targeting software to identify weak points with flares,
said Tony Stark, who was always improving his suit with new tech. A pack of flare missiles shot out of his suit, identifying weak points on the ship.
Unidentified object incoming,
pointed out War Machine.
Good thing I'm a great multitasker,
smirked Tony Stark. He intercepted the strange craft that turned out to be Iron Dove.
You build one incredible suit of armor and everyone becomes a copycat,
lamented Tony Stark as he shot palm blasts at the new guy. The blast clipped Iron Dove's wings as he crashed onto the Ark. Iron Man landed next to him and started a punch that was caught in Iron Dove's fist. Iron Dove opened his mask. Wait, Tony Stark, it's me, Alex Thurman. I came to help you on the mission, revealed Alex Thurman.
Who are you supposed to be, Dove Man?
Asked Tony Stark, thinking about one of Batman's friends. This isn't a DC comic book, call me Iron Dove, said Alex Thurman.
Okay. Nice theming. I like the iron feathers,
complimented Tony Stark. Sir David Attenborough thought maybe his son was under some kind of mind control and didn't want you to act too rashly.
Sounds like Sir David knows more than just animal behavior. He also knows Tony Stark behavior,
joked War Machine.
I've analyzed the structure of this airship and found a good course to sneak in,
added Jarvis. Iron Man used his one-use lasers to cut a hole in the hull, and the three armored heroes dropped inside. They walked down a hallway lined by animal habitats. Sir David Attenborough seems to be a really great dad that cares a lot about his son in spite of mistakes he has made, observed Alex Thurman as they sneaked along.
I've learned that dads can be mysterious. I thought I disappointed my dad, but it turns out he was really proud of me and left me clues to discover a new element that saved my life,
remembered Tony Stark. I never really knew my dad. He left when I was little and my mom got sick, shared Alex Thurman.
You become a rich and smart scientist just like me. I'm sure he had a good reason to leave, and in time maybe you'll discover the clues to his disappearance too.
There's the control room.
piped in Rhodey. He started firing his shoulder-mounted minigun that cut a new entrance, and they rushed inside. When the dust settled, they saw Dr. Robert Attenborough at a computer console.
If you want a zoo, you should buy one.
Zinged Tony Stark.
Looks like the gang's all here. Tripped in the finest technology, I see.
Mocked the Mad Doctor.
Yeah, it's the technology that'll save the day.
Declared Tony Stark.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Threatened Dr. Robert Attenborough as he pulled out a gun.
This is the Rust Ray. It reduces technology like yours to rust.
Grinned Dr. Robert. Just then, Iron Dove shot some feathers out and pinned Dr. Robert to the wall.
I see those feathers are about more than cool looks, Iron Dove.
Admired Tony Stark. But now Dr. Robert was turning the ray on himself and blasted the metal feathers into rust. Then he turned it on the 3 iron-suited heroes. The ray disintegrated their suits into rust in seconds.
Next, I will use this ray on New York City and send everyone back to the natural way of life that existed in caveman times.
Explained Dr. Robert Attenborough about his ultimate plan.
Without my suit, I have no hope of defeating him.
Despaired Tony Stark. That's not true. It's not the suit that makes you a hero, it's your brain that's always inventing new ideas, encouraged Alex Thurman.
You're right. Hey, you want to send us back to caveman times? Then we're gonna act like cavemen.
Yelled Tony Stark. He grabbed a branch from a nearby snake aquarium that still had a snake on it.
Ooga booga, big man, carry big stick.
Dr. Robert Attenborough was as scared of snakes as Indiana Jones, and in his panic, he dropped the rust ray. Tony, Alex, and Rhodey chased him into a predator habitat where he climbed a tree. Some wolves circled the tree and would not let him down. Bet technology looks pretty good right about now, shouted Alex Thurman at the would-be supervillain. They returned the Ark to Sir David Attenborough, who awarded them each a signed copy of his documentaries on Blu-ray disc.
Thank you for saving my son. I'm sure with the right technology, we'll get to the bottom of what happened.
Sighed Sir David. Just then, Pepper Potts stepped out of the car, and she was upset, and there was nothing Happy Hogan could do to stop her.
Tony, the steaks and drinks have gone bad. What are we going to do for dinner?
How about Swarmer? That's what we do after victory missions in the Avengers.
Charmed Tony Stark. They all had dinner together, and Pepper Potts even invited some female friends along so everyone had a date. But just as Tony Stark was picking up the check, a top-secret file was dropped on the table by none other than Nick Fury.
Looks like Sir David Attenborough was right about his son. Shield doctors removed a mind control chip from his head, and it seems to have originated from somewhere in outer space.
Grimaced Nick Fury.
Okay, new file. Great. You guys ready for another case?
Smiled Tony Stark. What do you think? Sly smiled Alex Thurman. The end.